Hey guys, how's it going? This is Yeswirez. Thought I'd talk about the new movie, or, well, kind of new. I saw it on the first day it came out, Skyfall, with Daniel Craig. It's a pretty good movie. I saw it, and I'm not gonna ruin the movie, do a spoiler thing, but if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's a great movie. Daniel Craig is probably my favorite Bond. And, let's see. I honestly think that Daniel Craig is the next Sean Connery. And, getting into this, when I first saw it, this is the opening night. I forget when the opening night was, but I saw it, and it was pretty good. Unfortunately, my girlfriend left me, so I ended up going to the theater alone. That sucked balls, but the movie itself I was very impressed with. There's a lot of, let's just say they turned Daniel Craig more classic. I think the next movie Daniel Craig is in, he's going to be more like Sean Connery. And that would be really cool. Because, Sean Connery, he's the ultimate classic Bond. And, seeing, there's a lot of, let's just say there's a lot of moments in the movie where it's instant classic. It brings back memories from all the other Bonds, and you're just like, oh. Like, there's certain moments where they play the original James Bond soundtrack to, like, there's classic moments in the movie where you just can't help but smile. You're just like, man, they really did that good. And then the ending was a huge twist. Like, huge twist. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting what I got. And that was crazy. And the whole, what I figured out, I'm not going to make a spoiler right now, I kind of am, but the movie, or the title Skyfall, it isn't actually a mission he goes on. Skyfall is part of his past, and I'm not going to talk about that because, it's a spoiler, but Skyfall is a large part of his past, and why in the other movies you see with Daniel Craig, and he's always messed up, and whenever he has shots of him alone, he's always like breaking down and shit. But the movie itself, I thought it was very good. It's not I didn't think it was amazing, but it's probably one of the best James Bond movies that has ever been made. And without a doubt, Daniel Craig is definitely one of the best Bond actors ever. And I think it comes down to him and Sean Connery, because out of all the actors, I think he's the most like Sean Connery. Whenever Sean Connery did something, he always did it for a purpose, and he wanted to make it look like he was perfect, and everything he did, all the different fighting moves, everything he did it had to be for a reason, and he never, that's the thing about Daniel Craig I like, is Sean Connery, whenever he'd go to fight, or do something, or just the shots of him alone, it never showed him breaking down, because he was always, he's Sean Connery, he's perfect and all that, and, when he was fighting and stuff, he always did these smart moves, and whenever he's talking, perfect British accent. Of course, Sean Connery, it wasn't really a British accent. He kind of failed at the British accent, I think. But still, it's kind of funny, and Daniel Craig, he's a natural Briton. I mean, his voice sounds exactly like a British voice. I don't exactly know where he's from, but it's pretty funny. So yeah, I would rate the movie probably out of the top, like one of the top 5 best Bond movies of all time. And I think Daniel Craig pulled it off flawlessly. And Daniel Craig is really good at showing emotion, like when that's why I like when Daniel Craig is by himself and whatnot. He's always like, he's always flawless and perfect, just like Sean Connery wasn't. But whenever you get shots of Daniel Craig alone, he just breaks down, and he can't handle it. The lifestyle he has, his past, everything. So it's kind of cool to see that. I think Daniel Craig is going to be an amazing Bond. He's going to be in a lot more films. And I must say, guys, though, Daniel Craig is getting old. He's like 43, I think. Yeah, he's getting pretty old. He's incredibly talented, though. I mean, he has these moments where he looks directly in the camera, in the lens, like his eyes look directly down the lens, and it just like, I'm in the theater, like he looks like that, and then I'm just like, shit, duck down. Like he saw me. Like that's one guy I don't want to mess with. You know, he's scary. He's not the typical person you'd want to mess with. And all I'm gonna say about Skyfall, for people who haven't seen it, this is like Bond's biggest breakdown moment. He really lets himself go, and he brings himself back together at the end. And if you're wondering whether you should go see it, go see it. You know, it's good, it's worth it. For all of you classic Bond fans, you will not be disappointed. I guarantee you that. You won't be disappointed. I know a lot of classic Bond fans, they don't like the newer Bond movies. You will love Skyfall. It's perfect. It's Bond's 50th anniversary. It's great. It's the 23rd installment into the Bond series. It's well worth it. You should go check it out. Alright guys, this is Yeswirez, and I don't know really what that was. I just want to talk about Skyfall. So, leave a comment below for suggestions of what you want me to do next, or just, so you can just subscribe. See you guys later.